So, obviously you know who I am.
So obviously you know who I am.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm Friction.
I'm Fractal.
How could you not know who I am?
How could you not know who I am?
And you wonder why I burn you down. 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 And you wonder why I burn you
But my PR agent says that that's not how these things are done. You can't just jump into these things like everyone knows you. It's too assuming. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
And if Frack is going to actually make a go of this whole winning the people over with a weblog thing, you can bet your boots I'm not just going to let him have it.
Truth be told, my PR agent doesn't like the whole vlog thing. But then again, my PR agent doesn't like a lot of things. I'm still my own person. Hero or otherwise, so here goes.
Besides, it could be fun. Getting to know the psycho pyromaniac behind the mask without getting burned.
You all know me? That guy that controls electricity? The hero. The only one that has risen from your midst to fight the villain Friction in her evil plots for vengeance. But how much do you really know?
That's all I am to you, right? Just the crazy chick that came out of nowhere a couple years ago, burning everything in her path with just the snap of her fingers. Cool story, sure, but not a complete one.
What if Frick and I had a history? I bet you didn't think about that. But I mean, come on. A superhero and a supervillain who just happened to show up in the same point in time? I mean, that's a little convenient, don't you think?
Believe it or not, your heroic little electrician that could didn't just pop up out of nowhere and choose me as his arch nemesis.
The truth is,
I grew up with the twerk.
taught her half of what she knows.
And got him in trouble enough to teach him the rest.
People that knew us back then called us frickin' frack, long before the public ever picked it up. We were pranksters. The daredevils.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? We were actually a great team back then.
But that was a long time ago. That was
Back before the incident.
Frick and I, well, we turned on each other. As jokesters will do whenever their average victims are no longer satisfying. Our prank war was one for the ages, escalating to heights never seen before. It was the stuff of legend. But one day, the prank didn't go as planned. Back in those days, I was working as a chemist, happily in my lab. The same lab that Frick's next prank centered on. But Frick, well, Frick isn't a chemist. The explosion should have killed us. Should have been the end of the whole thing. But we rose from the rubble. Clawed our way to the surface. And when we got there, we were different. well, we were just different.
His stupid lab blew up on top of us. Stuff happened, and now the whole world quakes at my name. As it should.
But as professional as we may seem, we're still the pranksters of old deep down. And our intricate knowledge of each other allows for fun to be had.
Speaking of which, the next time one of you fangirls sees the court jester, you might tell him to check his closet. And the sooner the better, for his sake.
Is something burning?